Hi everyone, I'm Cinderay9 and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Before we head on with Chapter 8, I decided to drop by the R&D facility. And the only thing we can upgrade other than the uniforms, the armor for the units, is the rifles. And now we come to our first choice. Now, you can do each of these, but I recommend you kind of pick one and go down that path. As you see, there is not another branch off. But at this point in the story, you now have a choice between how you want to upgrade your Galleon rifles, and other weapons will get this choice too. As you can see, the machine guns do as well. You can either choose A, firepower boost. This will make the Galleon the A series. As you can see how it says Galleon A1. It was just, Galleon 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to be A1. With the firepower boost of rifles, damage goes up more than the other two. This will give your rifles some more punch. Their range and aiming stays roughly the same. You can expect about the same from those regards as the Galleon 4 series, except just more punch. I don't remember if it gets more shots later. I don't think it does, but you can expect this to be the hardest hitting rifle. The S series is the accuracy boost upgrade. With accuracy boost, you won't have as much firepower, like from the firepower boost, but it'll still grow a little bit in firepower. The big thing is the aim will eventually get better, and so will the range, so you can shoot farther with this series of rifles. The last is the added effect series, which is the X series, so Galleon X1. This will make the rifles act somewhat like the rifles the enemies drop. Lower aim, so you have a bigger reticle to hit with, and less damage. But the X series has the added effect of defense down. This will make it to where any enemy you hit will have lower defense. Give them a try. You can always, per usual, go and grind money from the skirmishes and choose which one fits you. For me, I'm always a big fan of accuracy, because if I can hit what I'm aiming at, then there's a good chance it'll go down, at least eventually. So I always go with the accuracy series. That's kind of my thing. 8,000, sure.
Here you go, bro. All done.
And the looks will be different too. So, which is also really cool. The X1 will look different than the A1, which will look different from the one we have, the S1 series. As you can see, that looks quite a bit different. The barrel part, anyway, for sure. I like being able to hit what I aim at. The firepower is also good. I'm not a big fan of the added effect. Some people might be. I've never had a lot of luck with it. I know quite a few people go with the firepower boost, which isn't bad either. But really, they're not all bad. You just have to what goes with your playstyle. With me, it's accuracy. We can also upgrade the blast suits. And we can upgrade the uniforms, which will do that. More defense is always nice. Good. And nothing else is able to be upgraded yet. So, except for the Edelweiss. The Edelweiss has a machine gun upgrade now. It's expensive, just like most things on the Edelweiss. But the machine gun will now do more damage, and a little more damage versus armor, but more damage versus personnel. You may think, well, I never use the machine gun. And I don't really fire the machine gun that often. I always mortar, or I use the main cannon. That doesn't mean you should neglect this upgrade, however. Remember, when the Edelweiss uses intercepting fire when it's the enemy's turn, it fires its machine gun. This will also boost that as well. There are no attack supports to get, so no upgraded accuracy yet. Sad, but there is now the Radiator Upgrade 3. It takes up even more slots, but it gives more critical defense than the first two combined. A hard steel plate. Because nobody ever shows them off, I'm going to. So I'm going to use it. There you go. Eventually I'll end up taking off these other ones. That way I have room for the periscope upgrades. The accuracy is really good. I also like the extra magazine for an additional mortar shot. Because we've seen how how well I use the mortar. I really enjoy it. So hard steel plate gives you more critical defense. Again, honestly, I don't know how well it works. I've had it. I know I've had it save me a few times, but if the Edelweiss gets hit in the radiator, the weak point, you're probably done soon anyway. Just because that's a ton of damage. Before I spend EXP, we're going to go to the War Cemetery.
Hello again, son.
Nothing this time. That's okay. Alright, to the training field then. And we'll buff up the units before we watch some cutscenes. Let's see. Let's level up Scout and Shock Trooper. And we'll put the rest into Sniper and start working on that. Alright, Scout and Shock Trooper level up. They're now level 8. Good. Alright. Let's continue on with Chapter 8, shall we? Almost said Chapter 6. Ah, yes, the weaponry tab. Let's go to that real quick. As you can see, for each one, you get a new... So if you buy the A series, then you'll get the Galleon A. You'll get to see it. Firing accuracy was the focal point when developers created this daughter to the original Galleon. Its construction is 90% identical to that of its parent. Each part was farmed out to craftsmen specializing in various fields, combining to create a finely tuned gun. The barrel is also extended in an unusually extreme length to ensure a stable firing trajectory, hence the additional accuracy. Okay. Chapter 8. Life. Or Episode 3. Life.
Alicia, someone's coming. Freeze!
Welkin, what?
He's badly wounded. I'm surprised he can even walk. Help me.
Welkin, do something! Well?
It's no use. The wound's way too deep. It hurts. It's so dark. Oh, God, Mother! Mother?
It's okay. Don't be afraid. Mother's right here. Everything's fine. See?
Yes. It's
Before we continue with that, and the reason I'm not going to talk quite yet is because this one goes along with it, if I remember correctly. Let's go to a side episode, Those Left Behind.
You find the boss and Alicia?
Nah, still nothing.
Isara, how about you quit messing around and help us look?
The Edelweiss still requires maintenance.
Your own brother's gone missing here, and you'd rather be doing maintenance work than look?
It's because he's missing that I'm doing this. We have no idea when he'll be back, but making sure the Edelweiss is ready for him is the best thing I can do for him now.
Not like I care either way.
I hear what you're saying, kid. Just be sure you rest up while you can. You've been working since first thing this morning. You're Squad 7's only tank pilot. If you pass out on us, we're all toe up. Hear me? Getting a good night's rest is another thing you can do for your brother right now.
I understand. Thank you for your advice, Largo.
Oh, sure.
Thanks, Largo. Episode 4A, One in Death.
Welkin, I couldn't do anything for that poor man. He was lying there asking me for help, but all I could do was watch him die.
That's not true. You helped him in a way only you could, Alicia. The look on his face when he passed on wasn't one of pain.
No, I guess you're right. Thank you, Welkin. I'd always just thought of the Imperials as monsters out to kill Gallians. But they're just as human as we are, huh? With families of their own to fight for.
Yeah, they are.
It's like the war started and we all forgot that. It's so simple, but if we weren't at war, he might be back at home with his family now. Hey, Welkin. Did I ever tell you I don't have one? A family, I mean. I grew up in an orphanage. I don't even know my parents' names.
No, you didn't.
But maybe I'm actually lucky, huh? If you never have a family in the first place, you can't ever lose them. I guess being all alone has its perks.
Don't even joke about it. You know you're not alone. You've got me and Ys, everybody in Squad 7. We're all a family now, Alicia.
Squad 7? A family?
Sure. I'm the dad, you're the mom, Rosie and Isara are like daughters. And Largo is the grandpa. Come on, can't you see it?
If he heard that, you know Largo would kick your butt.
Sure, we have our share of fights, but they say that best friends fight the most, right?
Yeah.
So don't go saying you're all on your own. You hear me?
All right, Welkin. And thanks.
Huh? helmet and rifle? They belong to Fritz, sir.
Are you two the ones who laid him to rest?
Yes. There are signs of medical treatment inside the cabin, sir.
Why then? Explain to me the reasons you had to save his life.
He was delirious. He was crying out for his mother. We may be enemies in this war, but we all have families waiting for us at home. As a human being, I couldn't just sit by and watch a man in pain without trying to do something.
We always called him a mama's boy, sir. And now... Sorry, Fritz. I wish we could have been there for you.
And you, son, do you have a family?
Yes. I have a younger sister. And I have another sort of family as well. I have the soldiers of my squad.
I see. I have a wife and daughter back at home. I feel the same as you. My men are like a second family to me. Thank you. Thank you for honoring Fritz as you did. I'm sure his mother will appreciate it. I suppose we'll meet again on the battlefield. I'm sorry for that. You both seem like good people. For now, so long.
Well, I guess we should hurry back and join the squad.
You're right.
I've said it many times before, but the storytelling in this game is just great. Because it's not only deep, some games go deep and then it makes your head spin and you can't figure out what the heck is going on. That's not good storytelling to me. To me, good storytelling is when you get to the point and still have it to where the points are easy enough to wrap your head around, but still make you think a lot. And that's what happens right here. It's easy to just remember your side. But the other side also has families, and they're fighting because either they're ordered or they believe in, you know, what their leaders say. He was an officer, but he's still probably low on the totem pole. Lower on the totem pole. He's just doing whatever the superior officers say. It's why I hate war. And I tend to stay away from topics like this on my channel because it can be controversial. Just listen to me. You have your own opinion. That's fine. I don't want this to be a big deal. This is not the point of Valkyria Chronicles. The point is other parts of the storytelling and the characters and the gameplay and stuff like that. It's a game. The reason I don't like war is because people that will never see the battlefield are deciding about war. Politics and government and ideologies and religions and etc, etc, etc. Why can't we all just... I know, it just says like, why can't we all just get along? I know that's not possible, but it's so easy to forget about other sides. And sometimes the other side has no good reason. There's that too. Yeah, that's typically how it starts, you know. The other side is started a war for a terrible reason. But it's easy to forget about the people like this, like Welkin, who are fighting just to stay alive or fighting for their homeland or stuff like that. Like this guy who's following orders. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. The squad doesn't seem like a bad guy. All things to think about, but take a deep breath, we step back, and we have to help our squad. You know, the people that we care about. And we're going to be doing that in Episode 5, Reunion in the Forest. We don't got a ton of time left, but I'm going to start the map anyway. That way you can see it And I may not take any turns, but that way you can see the map and kind of get an idea of what's going on. The storytelling of...
Gunshots from before came from around here. The rest of the squad may still be in combat close by.
Just the storytelling of Valkyria Chronicles is top-notch. I really hope you're enjoying it. The enemy's base camp is located at the river's south bank, and the force deployed around it is significant. They've also put up quite a defense, including a barrier that only a tank can take down. You and the rest of your squad are separated by the river, north from south. Until you reach their position, they won't be able to use the Edelweiss. Nobody to command it. You need to get them as soon as humanly possible, then immediately launch your attack. Your objective is to occupy the enemy's base camp. The enemy knows your tank is out of commission. Expect them to come crashing down on your squad in the meantime, which means they're going to be highly aggressive. Until you can get to them, they need to take cover behind the sandbags and keep our camp safe. Because again, they are going to be highly aggressive in attacking. And a reminder, you won't be able to issue orders until you get back to the Edelweiss's wireless communication system. That way you can communicate with your squad. The enemy base camp is captured. The Edelweiss is destroyed. Now usually that's the same thing as Welkin dies, but it's not here. With the Edelweiss out of commission, it can't do anything. So, but the enemy will still fire at it and can still damage it. So be careful. So if the Edelweiss is destroyed, Welkin dies, Alicia dies. The enemy occupies the Gallia's base camp or 20 turns pass. Welkin and Alicia are over here, and they're going to be running to get to the base camp, which you need to do, again, as quickly as possible. For your other units, I highly recommend some shock troopers because the enemy is going to come knocking. So be prepared. We'll put Rosie. Let's see. Camp Defender, that sounds good. And we'll take Nina. Also, we'll have Largo. We'll take Dallas. Somebody to repair the Edelweiss just in case it gets hurt. You can still repair it, I believe. We already have one scout, but let's take another. We'll take Nancy. Alright, and... and we'll take Catherine. Even though we've been having some great and terrible luck, huh, Catherine? Both at the same time. Alright, we'll go with that squad. Again, the shock troopers will be really helpful. Honestly, what I should do, even though the camp defender is do that, the way the shock troopers are kind of more up. The way they can do their intercepting fire. We'll go with this squad. It's pretty balanced. Largo's there, and we'll be using Largo quite a bit to begin with. For now, focus on your defense.
First, we've got to meet back up with the squad. Ready to go, Alicia? Alicia, how's that ankle doing?
Just fine. I'm A-okay here.
I saw some black smoke in the distance. That could be the other Sevens.
But black smoke would mean they could be engaging the enemy.
Right. There could be enemies near us, too. Let's get back to the others ASAP.
As well you should. And look what we have here. A mortar. A mortar cannon. Very annoying. So this place is going to get hit with the mortar, just like what was happening in the mission that we did with Welkin and Alicia. As you can see, the enemy has a very sizable force. There's a light tank, 2 light tanks, a bunch of shock troopers, some snipers, a scout that's going to be trying to come around. There's another scout, a lancer to hit the Edelweiss, plus this base camp. A lot of lancers, by the way, coming to hit the Edelweiss. They're coming. They're coming for you. Go ahead and save. Now, let's go ahead and take the first turn. What we're going to do is...
My turn, okay?
Gonna go ahead and go with Alicia. Now you can see there's the scout and everything. That you can't go that way. That's right. It's easy to go, oh, we'll just go that way. You can't.
Don't even think of dodging.
Good job, Alicia. I wish I'd hit the other sniper now. I saw there was an ace sniper.
Good. That makes things a bit easier.
Right there. Street the Lynx. Or Street Eat the Lynx. Right here. Now the deal is he likes to dodge a lot. That's the trick.
Here we go.
Let's say, where's that scout? Thank you, Welkin.
Yes.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
What do we have here? Is that a scout? As you can see, there's a ton of enemies. You know, they're at the mortar cannon. Now, per usual, when I just have a little bit of time left, I'm just going to show off some things to you. Look, there's another scout. And it's like, oh no, you know, there's a whole bunch of shock troopers. Is this really what you're supposed to be doing?
My turn, okay?
Well, in a way, yes, but here, I'll just show you. It's easier that way.
Now.
And see, the grenade even doesn't do a ton. So, let me move Welkin again. Now we pull up the map. Let me get rid of the scout.
Yes. Who are these guys?
I see there's nothing really over here. Now there's the cannon, but if you go down,
We're sending units out to both sides.
you see that there's a path around. This is what you're actually supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to go and fight the shock troopers or anything like that. It's nothing so complicated.
Moving out.
One thing you will want to be wary of is the sniper. Thank you, Alicia. Once you beat the scout, you just have to get around. That's all there is. And that's what you'll be doing with Welkin and Alicia. You'll just be taking the long way around. Over here. And down. And then you'll follow the riverbed, and then you can climb up. See, there's a ladder here that you can actually climb up to. And that's the deal. Nothing so complex as you having to fight all the shock troopers. Now, the mortar cannon is going to be annoying. We'll deal with it once we have the Edelweiss back in commission. Because I think I'll be able to if I do things right. The mortar is going to be a huge pain, but what can you do?
Leave the bat up to me.
Da-da-da-da. Thank you, Catherine.
I'm not done yet.
Who are these guys?
Wait here. Now, what I recommend, because of the tank and everything, is that you do put people behind sandbags. Take a little bit of time. It'll be worth it. Trust me. Especially the shock troopers. They're going to be your main form of defense here.
Here I go.
Against the ground troops, anyway. Yeah, you fire. That's just a heck of a force that's going to be bearing down on Squad 7. Which is why you need to get Welkin back as quickly as possible. The enemy's going to request some reinforcements, and go ahead and go. This is why having the shock troopers up front is really useful.
You're done.
All that intercepting fire works for you. The Lancers are going to take some pot shots at the Edelweiss, along with the tanks. And again, the Edelweiss is just a sitting duck. Sometimes the Lancers will try to hit one of your squad mates, which is annoying. I hate it when that happens. Thankfully, they're missing. And that's why the scout, with the increased range, they can take some pot shots at the enemy. Ah, hit the treads. Keep the Edelweiss's HP up. And here goes the tank. Which, of course, the troops can't do anything about. Well, the shock troopers, anyway. And then the mortar hits. Which of course hurts. But they are in the base, so again, this is why you need to get Welkin over there really fast. If you're not showing things off like I am and trying to show off the shock troopers and everything, honestly, I think you can get there in 2. You spend your CP to do it. Getting the Edelweiss. Oh yeah, and the Edelweiss does start in the base, so it will get repairs every turn. Getting Welkin back to the Edelweiss, that way you have that firepower, is very, very helpful. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode, where we'll continue making you save. So next time, we'll run around with Welkin. You'll just follow this path and go up here. I'll show you next time. And we'll need to do the same thing for Alicia. So, until then, again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. I'm Cinderay9. The storytelling of Valkyria Chronicles, if you haven't seen it yet, I really hope that you see there was just some care put into a lot of the thoughts into different things, and the characters are just great. You've seen how Largo has changed. You see Rosie starting to change. Welkin and Alicia bonding together. It's fantastic. Till the next episode, remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.